Hey, excuse me, sir. Have you been blowing your nose on the books again? Dude, I've told you before, these are not tissues. They're books. And they've got to be respected. Like books. If I catch you blowing your nose on the books again, I'm gonna have to kick you out. Sorry, it's just library rules. I'm sorry. Disgusting. Oh, hello. Sorry about that. I'll just put this down. Hey, how's it going? Good, yeah. I can't complain. Staying out of the heat. Nice, I like it. Well, what brings you in today? Is there anything I can help you with? Okay, yeah. Right. Well, I think I can definitely help out with that. Let me ask, are you a member with us? Do you have an account? No? Okay, that's fine. I'm more than happy to go ahead and create one for you. I'm just going to need to take down some of your personal details, is that okay? Alright, so let's go ahead and start with a name. Yep, and last name. Yep, and phone number, please. Yep, and email address. Yep, and that's Gmail. Right, okay. No worries. You don't see that very often. And address, please. Yep, and postcode. Perfect. Okay, well, that is all set up for you. I should tell you that the accounts are free, so you can come in whenever you like and borrow some books. I'll get the reception lady to print you off a library card and just bring that back whenever you have borrowed some books, and we can scan it and bring up your account and sort everything out. Yeah, that's right. Okay, so are you after some books or? Okay, yep. Any particular genre of books? Self-help, yeah. Anything else? Music, okay. What kind of music? Okay, it's a great band, yeah. I'm actually a big fan of them too. Okay, I think I've got a few books in mind that I can recommend to you that you might like. Yeah, that's right. Let me go ahead and grab those for you, and I'll bring them back, and I can run you through them and process them for you. Okay. Perfect. Bear with me 1 moment, please. Thank you. Okay, I'm back. So I've grabbed 3 self-development books for you, and you mentioned that you liked the Red Hot Chili Peppers, or sort of funky rock sort of music, and so I've grabbed one book that I especially think you might like. So did you want me to process these now and you can just go ahead and take them, or do you want me to run through each of the books that I've grabbed for you and sort of talk about why I've grabbed them and why you might like them? Okay, cool. Got a bit of time to spare? Nice. I like it. Okay, well, I guess I'll just go ahead and begin with the first book. The first book that I grabbed was this one, Feel the Fear and Do It Anyway, by Susan Jeffers. Now, I'll be honest, I have read part of this book. I haven't read the whole thing, but the few chapters that I did read, it was very, very informative, very enticing. Feel the Fear and Do It Anyway by Susan Jeffers is it's all about the feeling of fear, and they're doing it anyway. No, I'm kidding. It goes into detail about why we feel fear and what sort of things we feel fear about, and how we can push ourselves to push past that feeling of fear and do the things that we're scared of in order to grow. So, very, very good book for me. Like I said, I didn't read the whole thing, but the parts of it I did read, I read about half. It was very, very, very informative. I'm not sure what the word is, but I've struggled quite a bit with fear and letting it hold me back from doing certain things that I'd like to do. I was quite a shy teenager. Usually just locked myself in the library all throughout high school and just read books. That's all I've ever done. I never had too many friends, so as you can imagine, I was quite a quiet teenager / kid, and quite a lonely teenager. So, but I was okay with that. I mean, I had books, and books was all I needed at the time, because I loved how calming it was, and I loved how it sparked up my imagination. Whenever I'd read the words, it would paint a vivid image in my mind, and it made me very imaginative and very creative. And I always loved the quiet, calming environment of the library. Just the rustling of pages turning, the quiet chitter chatter, and people just reading books and taking it all in and learning. I've always loved learning. So, I probably wouldn't be working at this job if it wasn't for this book. Like I said, I was quite a nervous teenager, and I read this book and it made me push past that fear, and I applied here to be a librarian because I loved books, like I said, and it's my dream job. I love it so much. I just get to sit here and recommend books to people like you who also love books, and get to read books all the time, and books are my life. So there, that's enough about me and my story with books. Maybe I should have written a book about books. So, feel the fear and do it anyway. I'll read a little bit of the back of it. So it says, it asks the question, what are you afraid of? Public speaking, making decisions, intimacy, changing jobs, being alone, aging, driving, losing a loved one. Whatever your fears, this international bestseller will give you the insight and tools to vastly improve your ability to handle any situation. You will learn to live your life the way you want to live it, and move yourself from a place of pain, paralysis and depression to one of power, energy and love. So, yeah, very inspiring book. Definitely can be life-changing depending on your circumstances. But yeah, it just talks about how you can live your life the way you want it instead of letting fear hold you back. So, what do you think? Yeah, it's along the lines of what you like. You mentioned that you like self-help and you're always trying to better yourself. So, you pick that one up. Perfect. Good choice. Okay, let's move on to the next book. Okay, so the next book that I grabbed for you is Rich Dad, Poor Dad by Robert Kiyosaki. And this book is all about managing your finances and using your money as leverage to become financially independent, financially stable. And it talks about how the myth of the people that say the rich are born rich, it disproves that myth, and talks about investing and budgeting and just more ways to manage your money better. And so I'll read a little bit off the back again. Claims it's the #1 personal finance book of all time. Explodes the myth that you need to earn a high income to become rich, especially in a world where technology, robots, and a global economy are changing the rules. Teaches why acquiring and building assets can be more important to your future than a big paycheck, and the tax advantages investors and business owners enjoy. Challenges the belief that your house is an asset, as millions of people learned firsthand when the housing bubble burst and the subprime mortgage fiasco raged. So that's just a few examples of what this goes into in detail in the book. But if you're struggling financially, and as a lot of young people do, this book will definitely help you get your finances on track and stay in charge of that, stay on top of that. Nice glossy front. It's got a nice feel to it. Definitely a nice hefty book. Even if it's just starting a little budget, that can go a long way in your financial life and your road to financial freedom. Hopefully, a little goes a long way. So this book can definitely teach you a lot about all those sorts of things, financially wise. You interested in this one? Okay, yeah, I know, it's so hard to save money. It feels like it is, especially in today's day and age. These days I'm just living off ramen, and as long as I make enough money to get my books that I want to read, I'm happy. Just live off ramen and read books. Okay, so I've got one more self-development book for you, and then we can move on to the Red Hot Chili Peppers one, the music one, the fun one. You all good? Do you need a drink or anything? Perfect, okay, well, let's carry on. Okay, so the next book that I got for you is Jordan Peterson's 12 Rules for Life. An Antidote to Chaos. So, Jordan Peterson's 12 Rules to Life, for life, is quite literally a rule book about how to live your life how to organise your life, rather, in a more disciplined, organised way. And it's targeted at young people like us, so that's perfect. And if you feel like your life is in chaos and you need that inspiration to get it back on track, this is a good rule book, good guideline. It's entertaining, it's humorous, it's informative, and it sets out the steps in a very simple, easy to follow manner, so it's very good. There's a few quotes on the back here, one by Chris Evans, and he says, "Everyone must read 12 rules for life, and then pass it on to a friend. That doesn't really tell us much about the book, so yeah, not a lot more I can say about it. Just a very simple, clear defined path of how to get your life back on track, how to become more disciplined, have more willpower, how to be driven, all those things, in the 12 rules for life. What do you say? You picked that one up. Perfect. Awesome. And we do actually have a 5-book limit, so you can only borrow 5 books at a time. I've picked 4 here for you. If you decide to pick them all up, that is perfectly fine, and you're more than welcome to grab another one on your way out as well. Just to make sure you take it to the reception lady and get her to scan your card that she gets you, your library card. Okay. Perfect. Do you have any questions? Okay, no worries. Let's move on to the last book. Okay, so the last book is a little bit of a change of pace, but it's a personal favourite of mine. Actually, I can't say that. I've only read part of it again. I'm sort of a little bit ADHD-y with my reading. I tend to start a book and then, even if I really like it, I'll just move on to another book, and I probably have 30 odd books that are just unfinished, but because I just keep skipping in between books. But yeah, this is a fascinating book from what I've read. I'm a big fan of the Red Hot Chili Peppers, as you said you were. So I think you'll like this one. Have you read Anthony Kiedis' biography? Scar Tissue? Yeah, fantastic book. So you'll love Flea's biography as well. Yeah. Basically it just talks about his life, his adventures, and how he became a world famous rock star, basically. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, absolutely phenomenal. Have you seen them live? Yeah, it's so good. Yeah, it was on my bucket list. I actually saw them 2 or 3 weeks ago. So yeah, definitely a highlight of my life, unironically. I read it, what it says on the back. There once was a small, blonde Australian boy. He loved his dog. Life picked him up and shook him all around, stumbling and bumbling, blindfolded and searching. He fell in love with truly beautiful things. Sweethearts warmed him with their love glow. Other hearts failed him. Feeling disconnected, out into the street he ran, looking for relief. In the process, he did things to dim his own heart light. A cold darkness of fear grew within. But in that scary place, music, the voice of God, spoke, telling him to share her voice on this earth. He was swept up in the glory. Flea. It's a beautiful little paragraph. And there is that. Flea. And that's him as a child, smoking something. But yeah. Yep, basically just goes into detail about his life and his ups and downs, his trials, his tribulations, and how he navigates it. And it's written in a very interesting way as well. Very raw, unfiltered thoughts. And Flea is a very fascinating man. The way he perceives the world and spreads love and energy, and it's crazy. It's crazy, and it's a very good read. delicious hardcover. It's fascinating the different sounds they make. So many sounds you can make with books. I have weird habits when it comes to books. I like to feel them and smell them, and run my fingers up and down its spine, and just play around with it, get a feel for the book. Not only the words that are written inside it, but the physical feeling of it as well. You can flip through some pages. Yeah. I want to say this came out relatively recently, like 2016 or something. I'm not sure that it says it here. Anyway, that's Flea, Acid for the Children. Flea's memoir. Interested in this? Yeah, it's a no-brainer for Red Hot Chili Peppers fans. Yep. Okay, well, thank you so much for stopping by, and I'm very happy to help out with some recommendations, and let me know what you think of the books when you come back and return them. We do have a return due date of 2 weeks, so please bring the books back within 2 weeks. If not, you will be issued a fee, unfortunately, but if you can't get them back for any reason, you can just email us, and I'm sure we can sort out a little arrangement. So if you just want to bring these books over to the lady at the counter, she'll give you your library card, and she'll probably talk you through a bit more of the process, and then you can be on your way. Alright, is there anything else I can help you with? My pleasure. No worries at all. Okay, we'll see you in a couple of weeks. Enjoy the books. Bye bye.